Hello, boys and girls, this is Anders, of course, and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. Actually, two replays, so both of them are gonna be with the VZ 132 Chinese Tier 8 light tank, but in quite different situations. In this replay, the first one, I'm gonna be quite aggressive and gonna be taking a lot of risks, and in the second one, I play a lot better, and I do good with a lot less luck. Let's just say it like that, but there's always luck involved when me getting ace badge, but yeah, never mind. So this is a tier 8 light tank for the Chinese, that means it has that kind of normal Chinese slash Russian look like they all have on their lights and medium tanks, so a pretty low profile, making it quite easy for you to hide around most maps and get into good positions without endangering yourself too much, and you definitely need that because like with all light tanks, this tank has really crappy armor. You have about, I think, 40 armor in the front of the hull and about 50 armor in the front of the turret. And on a tier 8 tank, oh my god, that is just ridiculously bad. No matter how good you angle it, you can't really do much with this tank. You might get a really lucky bounce now and then, but that's pretty much it. That's kind of as far as this armor goes. When it comes to the gun, like I said, you don't have a lot of gun depression, but it's kind of okay. It's not bad, it's not good. And as you can see there, one of those miracle bounces, because I was backing off at the same time as he shot. So it hit at a very bad angle for him and a very good angle for me. So I managed to bounce that just luckily. When it comes to the guns on this thing, you have basically only two guns to pick between. You have actually 4 guns to pick between, but only 2 guns that are like worth using. You have one good 85mm and one good 100mm gun. When it comes to the difference between them both, I would go as far as saying that the difference is pretty much 0. It's just the DPM difference, the damage per minute. The 85mm has slightly lower damage per shot. It only has 200 alpha damage instead of the 250 that the 100mm has, and it only has 170mm of penetration compared with 185mm of penetration that the 100mm gun has, and the difference between reloading is about 2 seconds. The 85mm gun reloads in about 5.5 seconds if you got a good crew and a medium rammer, and the 100mm takes about 7.5 seconds to reload. So I picked the 85mm gun simply because I want more DPM, I want the ability to do more damage per minute compared to just gaining slightly better penetration and just slightly better alpha damage. I just simply don't feel that it's worth it by losing a lot of DPM, or it's not a lot of DPM, but it's, I think, 15% or something like that. It does a big difference when you want to do a lot of damage, at least. And like with most light tanks, you really don't want to be in the position I'm in right now, unless you have really good teammates that help you out, and luckily I do. My teammates have been helping me quite a lot. They haven't been chickens just waiting for me to die, and here they even come, 2 of them, to kind of save my ass, even though I kind of done some damage to both, or actually one of the tanks only, but I at least get kind of saved by them, so that feels quite nice. And I managed to put one into the Conqueror, but it bounces. The second one though doesn't bounce, so we're up to 2 kills and almost 1,400 damage. Not too bad indeed. I quite like that, but we only have 40 health points left, so that's not super bad. I miss another clutch shot on the Waffentrager, sadly, but I did spot the AMX 1390 as well, so I am spotting quite well in this match, and I am doing quite well when it comes to the damage department. The Waffentrager tries to shoot me, or maybe a friendly behind me, I'm not quite sure, but I'm guessing he was trying to shoot me there. So, I've played my role here pretty half-assed. I mean, like I said, you don't want to put yourselves into situations like these because it's so very few times the friendlies actually will help you out and do anything to save you if you end up getting swarmed by enemies. I just got really lucky during this replay. That's kind of why I'm showing it off, and kind of to give the guys a little bit of credit, because good team play should be rewarded with a little bit of attention and say that these guys knew what the fuck they were doing. They did the right thing. They actually were good teammates and helped me out, so thank you very much for that. The next replay is gonna be something completely different, where I kind of play a little bit more selfish, I would say, but it's more of a safe bet to always play like that. But I thought it would be nice to kind of switch it up and show two different sides of things. So we're up to 1500 damage and 2 kills after putting one into that AMX 1390, so that's quite nice. I notice our Lorry 40T gets killed, asking for help right before he gets killed. A little bit too late, sadly, so I'm kind of running to his help, or obviously he's already dead, so I can't really help him, but I'm running to try to put some shots into this tier 9 Su 122, what is it? 54 tank destroyer. He's already down to 22% of his health thanks to my shot and the friendly T-34 shot, so I know I can finish him off with just 2 shots, so I kind of just go balls deep here and just go in for the kill, so to say. And luckily he's aiming for our T-54s. I managed to put 1 into him. My reload is just barely not finished, and I don't know how good his gun depression is, so I don't want to risk getting shot by this guy when him and 1 more is still alive that I can possibly do damage to. So I take it very, very slow and easy and put 1 into his commander's cupola. It looks really weird on this tank, for 2071 damage and 3 kills. Not too bad. That's a pretty good start in the WZ 132. Obviously a Master's Ace badge. We got 2300 spotting damage and 2071 damage overall. We got 1300 experience, so that's really well done indeed. I'm quite happy with that. So overall, a really nice match. I got a lot of help from my friendlies, and I gave them a lot of help. My stats on this tank, though, is not very great. 54% win ratio. I've had a really hard time getting to know and learn how to use this tank, that's for damn sure. And when it comes to the gun barrel mark of excellence, I'm not too far away from it, but it definitely has taken longer to get it than it has in the past. And here's the second replay where I already got the nice little red star on my gun barrel. So I have the exact same crew, the exact same equipment. I don't think I got any kinds of upgrades to my crew, or any of the equipment has been changed, so basically exactly same tank this match as well, but a completely different game mode and also a completely different map, so it's gonna be quite nice to see what kind of stuff we can do here, so to say. As you can see, we are assaulting the enemies inside of the town. The team is split up into parts, and it's very important to take the flanks as quick as possible, because if the enemy manages to take the flank from you and keep the flank, it is extremely hard to actually assault here. I managed to get a really lucky shot off on that Centurion 7-1, and I go up for a follow-up shot. Oh, I was a little bit too quick with that, misses it sadly. My friendlies, however, though, are pounding him pretty well. I put another one into him, good stuff. I think I spotted a couple of Jag Tigers and Rumbas as well, or Waffenträgers rather, and a friendly medium tank actually goes in and finishes off that Centurion. I want to put one into the IS, but my shot goes extremely high. It's really sad when you see that kind of stuff, because you're thinking like, what the hell just happened? How could the shot go that high? So I decide to peek from the opposite direction, hoping to get lucky, and now I actually get lucky. My shot passes through 2 of the I guess load-bearing, not sticks, but logs or pillars or whatever you want to call it, or beams, load-bearing beams is probably the correct word for it. And I put one into the T30 that I spotted earlier. He was stupid enough to actually still stand there. I tried to put one more into him in the front, sadly it bounces, and I go for a third shot whilst he's showing his broadside, and that was quite an easy shot. So we're already up to 1000 damage, no kills though, so I decided to start moving up a little bit here. I do have a friendly tank here to kind of back me up a little bit, but there's a Jag Tiger and a Waffenträger plus that T30 over there, so we definitely want to kind of watch out and not go too aggressively here, me and this Lorry 40T, because we might end up getting the bad side of the stick, or whatever you want to call it. There's also a T20 medium tank over here. That's also something you want to watch out for. So all I do really there is peek over the crest a little bit to try to spot the enemies. I don't even get spotted, I notice. I keep on rolling. I always try to stand still in cover when I know I'm spotted, or at least move around in the cover. So now I kind of start flanking a little bit here. I know the T30 is still still over there, but I'm hoping he can't see me and I will be able to put a nice shot into the Waffentrager. I get spotted, but I see the artillery, so I really want to go for the kill on him, and yes, I get him! But the T-30 puts one massive shell into me, doing 700 damage. Then all of a sudden a Jag Tiger appears right in front of me. I have no clue how I didn't spot him, but I finish him off with 93 damage with an HE shell. I don't know how I got that lucky there. I have no clue how I managed to actually kill him. That was just pure damn luck. But that means we're up to 1400 damage and 2 kills. Not too bad. I'm definitely doing some spotting, but sadly my friendlies aren't really taking advantage of it much. There's not much damage being done thanks to my spotting, so to say, sadly. See the T-30 again. Oh, hits him in the track. Thanks to my really quick reload though, I should be able to put one more towards him before he shoots at me, but I miss because I have to start moving. I really don't want him to put another one into me because obviously I'm gonna die, so I take a blind fire shot at him and then I kind of back off and just chill out a little bit. They still do have one artillery that might wanna aim down on me, so you never know. I do only have 340 health points left though, so definitely want to be kind of a little bit careful. I go up the hill, I wait for my camouflage net and my binoculars to take effect, and then I move a little bit more and basically do the same thing. This is something I recommend for light tank players. Oh, nice! 200 more into him, that's good stuff. He did spot me though since I shot, so right now I'm just backing off, and there it comes. The artillery is trying to shoot me now. A light tank on the side. He is obviously a little bit scared that I'm gonna be coming into the city and shooting him where he stands. I know he's probably gonna be around the #1 spot where they spawned, otherwise he wouldn't been focusing his fire on me. A blind fire once, thinking the T-30 is there, but sadly he's not there any longer, so that was a wasted shot and I get spotted again. The T-30 though is quite peak happy, so I kind of stick to this position here, just move a little bit, try to find the right spot where I can stand and still have the gun depression to be able to shoot at the T-30. Right here, the gun depression is not exactly what I want it to be, but I'm thinking like, before I move forward, I'm gonna let the binoculars do some work for me. But the T-30 is nowhere to be seen any longer. We got the Conqueror, the Löwe, and the Tiger spotted, and also a Oh, there's the T-30. He's inside the town right now a little bit, so we definitely can't shoot him. So I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do now? We do have a really good advantage, but I still want to stay alive because I've done good damage, 1600 damage, 2 kills so far, and I'm pretty sure I've done a lot of spotting damage. And oh, what do we have there? Hello there, you little fucking cunt artillery. Oh, good stuff. Since it's a high tier artillery, I don't bother with actually loading any HE because I want to make sure I kill him. And there we go, he's dead. 2100 damage and 3 kills. I can't help but write some nasty stuff. I do very much hate artillery, so yeah, it always feels good. Put one into the Waffentrager because he pokes out and kills our Panther 2. Couldn't really back up the Panther much there. It's pretty much his own fault that he went that aggressive, but I can't really blame him either because we have a big advantage now on the enemy, and we have a Tiger 1 coming up behind them as well, so we should be in a pretty good situation here. I mean, I'm up to 2300 damage and 3 kills. That's not bad whatsoever. I'm kind of waiting now for the T-30. I don't want to move on the Waffentrager until I know the T-30 can't really back him up, because taking on a Waffentrager alone, even though he's the same tier as me, he definitely outguns me. One single hit that connects from his gun, no matter what gun he has, if it's the 128 or the 150mm, I'm gonna die. So yeah, we're gonna kind of want to be careful with that. Still can't spot the T-30, so I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do now? We might want to start moving up soon. So I start moving up a little bit. I don't quite remember what happens right here, so I gotta kind of watch the replay just like you guys. I've been recording this commentary over and over again, but I never came this long because I fucked up with a lot of like important information. So yeah, we're moving up now, getting close to where the Waffentrager was spotted the last time. Go for the binoculars, and since I pretty much have a line of sight, and oh, there he is actually. Okay, that explains why I can't spot him. So there's 3 enemy tanks left right now: the Löwe, the T-30, and the Waffentrager. So I'm thinking hopefully the Waffentrager is gonna be preoccupied with my friendlies that are over here, and I feel like I really do need to help, so I pop around the corner, I pop one into him, does almost 300 damage, then I make the crucial mistake of shooting him where he actually has armor, and this is really bad. You should never shoot a Waffenträger down there, you should shoot him in the cheeks of the turret, because that's where the most damage happens. So I shoot him once more, and right now I know he's reloaded, and he's gonna be able to fuck me over something fiercely. But he shoots me with a high explosive round or a heat round that hits my tracks, and my tracks soak up all the damage, and he just stands still because obviously he got 16 seconds of reload, and I can just reload my gun like 3 times before he can reload his even once. Save shot, enjoy your accounts banned, V said, or W said, and I'm like, what? Lol, nab. So I waited a little bit there so the Löwe wouldn't get me. I knew he was going to be aiming this way, so I kind of wanted him to waste his shot, or at least I wanted to spot him. And I noticed, yeah, he's angling his armor, he's not a bad player whatsoever. Okay, it's okay, recorded, fuck idiot, haha. And I'm like, lol. He has no clue what the hell he fucked up or how he fucked up. But I do understand his anger though. I mean, get laid, kid. I'm so mature, man. I am so mature. So I want to really get the Löwe here. So I spot him. I put one into him. He shoots me. Oh, this is bad because he didn't get me. He did not get me. So I know I can reload before him. And we finished the game with 3,400 damage and 4 kills. Pretty damn good stuff. It's not an ace badge, but this kind of shows you that you can do good with the tank, even if you don't spot a lot. We got 1200 XP, we got only about 500 damage due to my assistance, but I mean 4 kills and 3500 damage, that's not bad. And we also have the Mark of Excellence, but I went down a little bit in the couple of games before it, so we lost a bit, but good matches anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed them as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.